Hey gang, welcome back. It's I, Dr. Bosky. Just finishing up the day job, and before I get on to doing the creative projects on my own things, we had some friends in the community reach out, and they've got some early prototypes of stuff that they're working on in the shmup side of things. So shout outs to djEAR. They played through our game about a month ago. Time is a little bit slippy right now with the holidays and all the work. And they had some good feedback, and it was really cool to see. And so we're going to return the favor and play their very early version of Metal Crisis. So djEAR, super talented game developer, artist, music producer, lots of cool things. And it's been a pleasure to get to know them over the last last few months. So it's been really, really cool to see their passions. Real quick, 1 second, let me look at that again. I missed this. So this is the very first time I played this. All I did is boot it up, change the volume to 10 so I could have better balance between what's in my headset and voice, because I'm going to do some verbal feedback. And then I'm just going to give you stream of consciousness, observations. So one of those first observations is that, oh wait, let me take a look here. I should be starting this too. I want to start the replay buffer. And I think, I want to see it one more time. Yeah, so your title font, you've got some aliasing, and maybe it's just resolution or your style for your studio name there. And let me make sure this actually works for me. Let me dump a little clippy clip. By the way, music, it's gonna be a little quieter for you guys, but yeah, I'm definitely enjoying the album. So one of the cool things is the album is out now. So djEAR did the album for the game, and now they're making the game for the album. So that it was inspiring the album. There's a lot of like Einhander inspiration. djEAR is a huge Einhander nerd, and I love them for that. And it's been really cool to nerd out, because in our game, Einhander had a lot of that's me dying resolution or your style for your studio name there, and maybe yeah. So your okay, it's a little bit louder for me. Yeah, small thing. I'm sure you're already seeing it. You're still working on it. It's very early prototype stuff. Yeah, but there's something in the way that I think you're rendering your fonts or the fuzz, or maybe it's just I just think you need probably more pixels. Unless this is your style, totally fine too. But it felt a little bit weird. But look, Mad Rabbit Digital, dun dun dun. Okay, so now we know clips are working. Oh, I'm so tempted to pump up the music in the video, but anyways. If I find the link, I'll drop that in the description as well, since the album's out. I did enjoy listening through it, so super cool. It's pretty good to jam to while you're doing game development. All right, so let's see here. So not a huge deal. I think that it's interesting that you went with this kind of poster style. Metal Crisis. So this poster style on a 16:9 canvas. I'm sure your fonts are all temporary. They're hard to read against this particular imagery, but I like what we got going on here. So, all right, gonna hit that button. Don't know what's going on, so we're just gonna jump in and see. Ooh. Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm playing on a PlayStation 5 controller. Very first time playing, and this is the build you dropped yesterday, I think. It's a 12.4 executable. All right, so we've got circle to shoot. None of the other face buttons do anything. A bit of a weird decision to have circle to shoot. Usually either square, either X is my primary button if that's the only button you have, if there's only one that shoots, or a square then X, or it would be Y and then A, I believe, on an Xbox controller. All right. All right, got some popcorners. Oop. So one other thing, just right off the rip here, is the analog stick controls that you're using. And if you, so I am playing with analog stick right now. So if that's your intention to basically have any movement on the analog stick, just go from 0 to 1, then that's totally fine. But if not, what I would recommend is supporting analog stick control. So then you have more refined inner ranges. And if I take a quick look here for you. Come on, wrote it up fast. Here we go. All right. And if you come into here, controls. So I wound up setting my dead zone to 6. I was at 5. My analog sticks are getting a little bit older. This is adjustable in the main settings menu, but a 6, and I think the sensitivity of 0.4 is really the silky smooth version. And you can take a look, same controller. So with that silky smooth ranges there, I have a lot of really finessed control, which feels really good. And so, and then for people that don't want to use analog stick and they just want to use digital, they still can, and it doesn't really affect them. So I don't think I've ever really encountered anyone that's been like, yo, I want to use an analog stick like a digital arcade control stick. So, but that usually becomes the mapping. All right, so here we go. Oh yeah. So I would say that the spectrum of white for your ships makes it hard to see because you kind of got this brightness, but also that against the background, it's harder to see kind of what's going on with the ships against the I think the noise of your background. Oh, I picked up ooh, look at the train in the background. Ooh, the train's nice. Oh, interesting. Yeah. So you're going with this like, oh, that's cool. You're going with this like a horizontal square, which I like. I was just thinking about this the other day. I wanted to explore that. So we got a little bit of rotation on the ship, which is cool. Look at the train in the background. I like that. Awesome. Got to match the Oh. Here we go. We got him. So now the thing is the enemy flashes quite a bit. So take it with a grain of salt, but you might want to turn on health bars, treat it as a mini boss. Although the flashing and knowing that I was shooting the ship, I felt pretty good. So more popcorners. Getting used to the controls. Those guys are chunky boys, huh? Oop, that one got me. Oh, okay. Ship does damage. So we're learning, or not the ship, the train does damage, so we're learning. Oh, all right. Yes. Hey, chunky boys. I'm just looking to see if there's some bullet sealing here. Oh, we'll definitely be playing this again. So interesting. Checking all the other buttons. Oh, there's a thing. Ooh, power up. Ah, dang, that was me. I like that you've got this. You definitely are. You got a bit of that PlayStation 1 era like flavor to it. You're killing me right now. I'm going to sleep. Oh, the boss should go here. Okay. Definitely be careful with your amount of intros, your introduction length to the boss. You know, I'm sure you'll get the timing right for it. So that explains that. Okay. Nice drop in, nice intro. You're definitely getting those camera perspectives in speed. It feels good. You're definitely studying that Einhander flavor. So look at that, we got the lens flare there. Ugh. I feels like these guys are a little too chonky for being as small as they are. Also hard to see their bullets. Oh, what is that little button? There was that bullet on the back that just hit me there. What was that? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. So we're learning. Oh, yes. Yeah, I would also say with the train, you might want to. I mean, you got some of these red bits here. I think some of it's just it's hard to see that because it. What am I trying to say? I guess because I didn't get to see at the front of the train that I was shooting and impacting with my bullets, so I had to learn the hard way that the train is doing damage, which makes sense, not a problem. You also might do yourself a little bit of favor to try to maybe put some caution tape on the edge or something like this, something in that respect, or like a little danger sign or something like that, minor. Hey, John, definitely playing thing. Ooh, definitely, I'm injured right for it. Nice drop in, nice intro. Feels good. You're definitely studying that Einhander flavor, so. Look at that, we got the lens flare there. Yeah, I'm finding that these bullets are a little harder to see. But yeah, okay, there was these ones here. Look at that, we got the lens flare there. Check this out. Yep, so these bullets are very hard to see, partially because you got this lens flare. It's in this this kind of peach, orangish pink. And then you've got kind of peach orangish pink here. So with this particular bullet design. All right, so that explains. And then you can see here, I think where I got stuck, I didn't see because of the lens flare. Like this is almost an unviewable bullet here. I mean, take a look at it. This is the bullet right here. Yeah, okay. All right, I just wanted to see what that looked like. All right, let's keep playing. I think let's keep playing. There we go. Oop. Bonk. Yeah, your analog stick is super floaty. Doesn't feel good to control. Come on, Sir Chonks a lot. I like the light streaks on those guys. Oop. And I got dooged by the environment. I don't know what's going on with those big chonky rotator guys, but they are really tough to kill. Well, the intro with these guys. All right, it's kind of cool. Look at the submarine thing. Oop. I like that you have the timing with the guys going on in the background. I suspect the whole ship is your hitbox. Kind of feels like that. I haven't really tested it. Is that a... Oh, that's a power-upper. Yeah. Oop. Power-upper. Yay. Oh. We'll give it another run or so. I want to give it some playtime. I like that. I like the water surface environment's great. Yeah, you know about the visibility there. Pardon me. Kind of hard to kill each of the popcorn swarmers even with my bullets. Well, that's cool. A little splish splash. Thank you for playing. All right, let's play it another time. Oop. Oh well, A it is. All right. Train in the background is fantastic. I love the environmental storytelling. I think you're really on point with that, which is great. These guys feel pretty good to shoot. Like whenever I'm finishing the clouds of enemies, feels pretty good. These guys are little popcorners. Okay. Give me. Immediately identified the power-up giver, which is cool. Yeah. All right, let's see what we go. Whoa. Look at that guy. I think I missed him the first time. So this guy, I would say that this guy here, shooting at this, not fun. So I think I would try to bring this guy into frame and try not to have him move. You can have him back out of frame a little bit if you want, but at least keep at least half of them here, I guess. That would be my take on it. It's already hard enough to shoot, let alone having areas where you can't, you won't be able to shoot them as effectively. Yeah, it's really control-wise. Yeah, I bet you you're playing with D-pad. There we go. We did get him. It was okay. Yeah. I think that same guy got me last time too. Those guys are pretty chonky. Gimme! Oh, fuck me. Whoa, I think I got lucky. Ah. Trying to focus on the turrets there and lost my way. This guy's invulnerable. I think you might have a little bit of invulnerability, or maybe it's just the health. It felt like I wasn't able to just shoot those guys. The power-up givers. Until they were, I guess, ready to be shot. Could be wrong though. I'd have to look again. Come on! Quick note, if you're gonna have someone playtest, just put in some debug that ends the level sooner. That way we're not, sitting here for an eternity and shmup hours. All right. Excited. Let's play this next piece. You got bones here though. Highly recommend that you try to play this with basically always with the default weapon. I wouldn't call what's going on right now fun with shooting these guys. These guys are way too chonky. Oh, I dodged that one. Boop, 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 boop. Beep, beep, beep. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Oh, those guys aren't attackable? Interesting. They kind of read as enemies. Like, oh, fucking thing hit me again. Son of a cow. Huh? Or I hit that thing. I mean, it was the same place each time. Like the little transition cameras you got going on here. God, I think I did the same thing last time. Yeah, so I think between the trying to prioritize the turrets versus the enemies, I'm having a hard time prioritizing, I think, the targets. So we talked about that. We already talked about the chonky bits there. Highly recommend that you try to play this with, don't need my own vocals. And I'm just trying to take it to it. So there's probably like 2 or 3 power levels here with the weapons. Those guys are just big sinkholes. Yeah, so not a huge problem, I think, but when you have something like this and it reads visually like this, it makes me prioritize these as enemies when this is only the real enemy. So you might want to think about visually how you want to do that. It may not be a huge issue. Maybe the player just learns about these things too. But if you're, but when you have a mixed, screen full of visual things that are candy versus things that you interact with, you definitely would want players to prioritize the thing that's most dangerous as opposed to things that aren't dangerous. So. And so this is a whole pile of evil. I bet you that you got this up here. So didn't even register. I mean, I barely registered the second time. That's probably, this actually might be dangerous too. But I would consider glowing these things up. And you're also moving at a pretty decent clip. So this might want to be one of those cases where you want like a danger indicator, like to give you a little bit more runway to understand that this is where you want to go through. But yeah, so play testing, you're seeing it. And then coming back through and taking a look at this. So I got the power up, which I'm stoked about. I'm excited. This new reset, the transitions are neat. I like that you're putting time into that. Feels pretty good shooting these things. And then I'm down here shooting chonky boys. And then I think I actually got killed the same time there where I'm like, oh, and I think part of what it is, right, is I cleared this. So first route was here, right? Yay. Then you show me the next enemy, which then starts shooting at me. So I do, which I think is what you want me to do, right? Which is to come down here and shoot this guy. You know, and I wasn't completely on it, but I'm railing. But then you have, and I probably could have moved sooner, but then you have this case where you create a new threat line here with these guys. So these guys here. While this was the previous, or this was the second threat compared to the first line. And so what then happens is that you give me these bullets right here, which then put pressure. So I'm kind of locked in at this point. So I kind of needed to do what? What did I need to do? I probably needed to, what the fuck is that? Oh, I was busy looking at the top. Check this out. Wow, dude, you're fucking evil. I mean, look at this. Look at this. You probably want to take a look at your player collision. I mean, holy shit. Like between the frame here, look, this doesn't even look like this actually makes an impact, right? It could be the collision on your bullets, could be the collision on their player. But yeah, right there. That's why I also felt, first of all, I was looking at this. Where did these come from? I think the bullets. Okay, so yeah, so this guy signals, which is great. All right, so I see these bullets. Yay, yay, yay. Yay, yay, yay. And I'm like, okay, cool. I kind of see that I have the ability to come through here, which is feeling pretty good. I obviously got the extra little bullet there. I've got my shots. I'm doing two player shots worth of damage on this thing. These guys come in pretty quick. Okay, fair enough. We talked about, okay, so what do I do as the player at this point? And I think the player would, I guess I only have 2 options, right? Like at this point, I don't even think I can escape up here to reset. So maybe that would have been those things. I was shooting this guy. These guys come in. I come back up here. to catch these guys before they kind of like before they catch me in the, you know, like by dividing the screen in half. And then these guys drop their bullets, which are move faster, right? Which is, you know, so I didn't have much time to actually thread through. I thought I honestly, I was looking at these and then I didn't see this here. I thought I had more room. And then I was still thinking that, okay, well, what was my choice here? Because these guys definitely took my attention. And then these bullets, this guy was taking forever to kill. And these are the remainder bullets from him putting down pressure, right? And I think there's a couple of these bullets actually belong to him there. So I don't know if it, you know, like you can take what it, like it's interesting to kind of look at the flows and how they force you around on screen, right? So I think I would recommend just thinking about how you want to chain the player's attention, but also from the Gradius syndrome, right? Like my player shots feel a little anemic, and I know that I'll upgrade them. You know, so but it means that once you're down on your luck, trying to help the player is quite useful. You know, try to, oh man, and then I run into that thing. Ooh. Whoa. Okay, we've identified some stuff there. Yeah, so you definitely want to do a pass on your player bullets and player collision. These guys are super chunky. Yeah, gimme. Eat it. Oh, fuck off. That was me. Oh my god, I killed one. I killed one, daddy. Maybe the weak spot is above them. That might be a thing in terms of the way they're connected. And I'm all for that. If they're better, more effective, it's very Einhander, right? If there are more effective ways. Oh, I dodged into it. Can't believe you teased me. You teased me, daddy. Okay. I think that's plenty of feedback. I like where you're going. I think there's a lot of good stuff visual style wise. I think that your base flows for how you want the player to play are good. You want to work on your routes and kind of enemy spawning and timing. I would like to keep playing to figure out like how the weapons upgrade and what that looks like. Before you go on to do any other levels, come back, finish that level 1 boss, finish the level 2 boss, polish some of these things up, and then put out another demo for some playtesting. So keep going. It's very exciting. I like that you're designing for a square space. There's some really interesting stuff there. I am tempted to play again, but yeah, so there. I hope that is helpful, and I appreciate it. And I'll find the link to the Metal Crisis album, put it in the description below. And yeah, I mean, if for the folks out there watching, feel free to come to the Shmup Creator server and the Discord server. There's lots of cool like works in progress and things you could do like I'm doing right now to help playtest and tune and balance and just give early feedback. We can't make better games if we don't play them and play each other's games and give feedback. So come join the fun. And to everyone else, we'll see you next time.